Right. Good afternoon, everybody, or good evening, or good morning, depending on where you're joining us from. Thank you very much for joining us today. My name is Michael Petch. I'm the editor-in-chief of 3D Printing Industry, and I'm going to be hosting this event with Unionfab today on becoming a powerful 3D service provider. Also, joining us today, we have Jason Miller here, President and CEO at Co-Sign. Jason, thank you for joining. And we have the CEO of Unionfab, Alan Yang, and Aaron Apaya, who's the Director of International Operations at Unionfab. There will be an opportunity to ask questions, and I can see Leo over there at Globe. You found the chat function already, so please feel free to introduce yourselves and get familiar with the platform. We'll be taking questions in the chat later to our guests. We're going to be discussing the various benefits of working with Unionfab, and the presenters will be joining us momentarily to tell us a little bit about the company and about themselves. Also, one thing we'll be doing at the end of the event, once we've gone through explaining how the Unionfab can help you, we will be giving away a Uniontech Matrix 190 3D printer. So if you're interested in winning that printer, and we will be giving away one of those later on today, please make sure you hang around to the end of the session, because we're going to be drawing a name from everybody who's at the event at the end of the session in approximately 1 hour's time to give that printer away. That's the Uniontech Matrix 190, and I know a lot of people are interested in that. So, no further ado, Aaron and Alan, are you able to turn on your cameras, please?
Okay, hi everyone.
Welcome Alan, welcome Aaron, and hello Jason as well. Good to see you.
Hello.
So before we get into the sort of main part of today's event, Alan, would you mind just introducing yourself briefly, maybe telling us very shortly, not so many words, a little bit about yourself and about the company. We'll do the main presentation afterwards, but everyone can just introduce themselves to the audience, then we'll get into the main presentation. So Alan, would you mind doing the honors, please?
You mean me or Aaron?
Sorry, yes, Alan.
Okay, right. Hi everyone. I'm Alan. I'm now CEO of the Unionfab. The Unionfab is the biggest the 3D printing service provider in China, and I mostly I'm familiar with some like the software and the 3D printing. My most of the job experience is based on the software and the 3D printing. So this is my brief introduction. Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you, Alan. We're going to come back to you a bit later on for some more information about Unionfab looking to work with partners. But Aaron, can maybe you introduce yourself as well, please?
Sure, my name is Aaron Apaya. I'm currently the Director of International Operations for Unionfab. Coming from the background of brands and marketing and business development, it's pretty much easy. My job is to make every partner or every customer of Unionfab achieve their purpose and make sure that they get the standard that is needed, and customer satisfaction aspect.
Great, thank you. And last but by no means least, Jason Miller. You're joining us from Co-Sign, right?
Yeah. So I'm the president and CEO of Co-Sign. Our focus has been creating machines so that we can create parts that are on the large scale, like kind of large format 3D printing space. And by large, I mean our average order size is anywhere from about 500 millimeters up to 5,000 millimeters. So we do everything that we can to meet our customers' needs in that large format space. And sometimes that's printing on our own equipment here in Houston, that it's custom designed for a customer. and sometimes that means sending parts to Unionfab to have them print them in their high-resolution SLA process.
And we're going to come back to you a bit later on to talk more about some of the advantages of that and how that process works. But before we do that, let's hand over to Aaron. Aaron, you're going to tell us a little bit more about the background of the company and a bit more about how Unionfab operates. So I'll hand it over to you for now.
Alrighty, thank you. First of all, I'd like to thank everyone for joining today's webinar. And I know pretty much everyone is here because of either have an interest in becoming a service provider with Unionfab or maybe getting to understand our business. So I am going to share basic stuff from a little bit of videos to a PPT presentation. Then I would then speak to why or what you should be benefiting from Unionfab and why you should be working with us. So with that much said, I would pretty much go ahead and share my screen. So I'll start off with a video to introduce us for everyone to get to understand what we are about and our capability as well.
Unionfab is Asia's leading 3D printing manufacturing company for rapid prototyping and on-demand production parts. We operate 5 mega production plants in China. Unionfab has more than 400 industrial-grade 3D printing equipment such as SLM, SLS, MJF, FDM, DLP, PolyJet, etc. Supported by a self-developed intelligent factory digital management system, and our timely delivery rate reaches 97%. Unionfab's parent company, UnionTech, occupies 60% of the market share for industrial-grade 3D printers in China. Unionfab and UnionTech has a strategic partnership with global material giant Acer, becoming the world's first printing service provider to apply high-performance 3D printing materials in industrial-grade printing services. If you choose Unionfab, congratulations, you have the same quality as Siemens, Adidas, Tesla, Schneider Electric, Syncro, Huawei, and 23,000 companies around the world. And of course, you'll never get fired for choosing Unionfab. Visit www.unionfab.com. Click Get a Quote. Upload your 3D models. Wait 5 seconds. The inquiry process is just so fast. 90% of complex orders completed within 24 hours and others are quoted within 48 hours. It takes only 5 to 8 days to replace getting the parts. It's that fast. Unionfab produces more than 80 3D printing materials, including resin, nylon, metal, and quick and best casting. With a 50% market share of transparent 3D printing, Unionfab is one of the top transparent 3D printing manufacturers. We were one of the first service providers in China to introduce full-color printing equipment on a large scale. In addition, we provide professional design and full-color printing solutions. The price of our printing service is 70% lower than that of European and American competitors. At the same time, as a priority DHL UPS FedEx member, we provide a low cost for air transportation. Just a few clicks and Unionfab puts stress-free manufacturing at your fingertips. Unionfab has a solid English-speaking customer service team which puts no language barriers between our customers and us. In addition to 3D printing, Unionfab also provides a variety of processing technologies such as CNC, quick invest casing, injection mold, vacuum casting, and high-end model customization. Unionfab, your one-stop factory for manufacturing on demand.
Okay, thanks. I'll now currently go on to our slide, and I'll explain why. Details, then okay, so I'll pretty much start off from here. As already said, I'll once again go over it again. So my name is Aaron, I'm from Unionfab. So Unionfab is a company that is into manufacturing. We are into rapid prototyping and on-demand manufacturing, lower volume or small volume batch, and also we're taking customized work as well. We do have over 300 industrial printers. Currently on your screen, I had segmented it so that everyone can pretty much understand. When it comes to SLA, we have around over 300. SLM, we have 112 printers, that's industrial printers. SLS, we do have 21 printers, FDM 56, MJF 14, and PolyJet, we do have 6 industrial printers. So all together, we have over 300 printers. So what happens is when you bring your job to Unionfab, it is pretty much easier to get a fast lead time based on the abundance of printers that we do have available for your use as a partner with us. Aside have owning printers, we also have our own system and AI software as well. What this does is pretty much simple. Segmented into 3 parts. There is the instant quote part of it, then there is the real order system management, and then we do have the customer analytics system as well. Speaking of the instant quoting system, if you've ever been to our website or if you've ever had experience on our website, what you just do is you come onto our website, you upload a file, you select the material, you select the quantity, you select the type of post-process that you need. Then as soon as you submit all those inquiries, immediately you get an instant quote. You can then compare with other technologies to figure out which one is much more favorable for you. Also at the back end, what happens is you can also get to track your orders. You get real time status on your orders. It gives you the status of your orders, if it's in post-process, if it's in printing, if it's on the way being shipped towards you. And also you get the order inspection. So what can happen is if you demand for that, we would upload pictures of your parts. You would confirm with us. If you need videos, we also do that. We confirm with us. Then if you are okay with it, we go ahead to ship the part to you as a partner. Then the system also helps you to understand your customers' behavior. It gives you a fair idea of what they've been searching for, what orders have customers been buying much from you. It makes you understand how your customers behave on your website so that it helps you when taking decisions as a partner with us. The next slide would be the benefits of partnership. The first and most important is increase in your revenue. As in the video we had said, our prices are 60 to 70% lower compared to other competitors in America and in Europe. So if you become a partner with Unionfab, automatically you're enjoying between 60 to 70% lower than your competitors in your country. We also do have the unique price structure. That means the more you order from us, we give you favorable discounts in addition to the 60 or 70% that you do have. Then the third would be the print and pay later on. That is an option that we do have also available for partners as well. But that comes with terms and conditions. I'll later on get there and I'll explain those terms and conditions when I get to those slides. So the second would be your ability to expand your production capacity at zero cost. You can enlist our services or you can enlist our printers on your website, on your marketing platforms, and then acquire in business or acquire in orders. Then what would happen is you'd send it over to us, make the print, and we send it over to you at a zero cost. I mean, because you pretty much do not have to pay for the cost of labor, you do not have to pay for the cost of equipment, and then you also get to enjoy like huge printing parts, machines that we have. An example, we have an SLA printer that can print a max of 2,100 mm. So all these printers and all these benefits are available to you if you are a partner of Unionfab. The third and the last on this slide would be a dedicated technical support to you. So what we do is, as a partner, you just don't have an account with us. We also assign a key account manager to you. This key account manager are people that have basic skills. They have years of experience in the fields that they provide. That's from 3D printing to CNC to injection molding or to casting. They would offer you all that technical expertise at also a zero fee. You do not have to do much about it. When you have the work, you need technical support or you need assistance, you have a dedicated key account manager that will be there to offer those assistance towards you. So part of everyone's concern would be making parts from China and the quality. At Unionfab, we prioritize quality very, very, very much. We need to make sure that our customers get the utmost best from us. There might be some instances that we might have one or two returns, but they are not quite outrageous or in huge numbers. Here I would like to explain how our quality control system works. It's pretty much easy. It's in 3 steps as well. So there is the first stage that would be the printer inspection. When the parts are out, there's a first inspection done to it. Then we have what's it called, the quality control audit. If the part is not okay, what happens is we would reprint it or we would repair, depending on the cost of damage that is done or what needs to be done towards it. If the parts are right, then we'll forward it to our warehouse, which will go into packaging and other stuff that's needed. But with the packaging part of it, as I said earlier on in the system, what happens is we can send you pictures and videos for you to confirm through our system that, okay, is my parts right or are they done quite right based on my specifications? If they are all done right as well, then we'll go ahead to ship to you as a partner. If you receive it and you still have problems with it, and you get back to us, it goes back to the sales audit. That's where the key account manager comes inside. So the key account manager will now have to review it and either offer a refund or a reprint. But we're pretty much okay with both. Mostly we'll go for a reprint and pay the cost of the shipping and ship it back to you as much as possible. If you want a refund too, that is pretty much not a problem. We'll still go ahead and get that done for you. So quality is very, very important to Unionfab. And as a partner, we would always stress that if you have any issues, please always feel free to contact the key account manager. Let us know the problems and we'll do our best to offer the best solution to your situation for you. With quality set, with logistics wise, currently we ship most with what's it called by air service. That's with DHL FedEx and UPS. Currently, this is the segmentation based on continents. So with the least of 1 to 3 days and with the max of 3 to 5 days, you should have the part delivered towards your doorstep. This slide will be pretty much just showcasing some parts that we've been able to print at Unionfab, and it is pretty much a display. So I have not really much to say, but if anyone has questions towards it, I can pretty much answer to it. But these are some of the parts that we print at Unionfab, and we want you as a partner to see our capability as well. So it cuts across from 3D printing to CNC. As I said earlier on, we do have the capability for what's it called on-demand manufacturing as well. So this picture here or this slide here would be a blood bank kits that we mostly would have printed 1,000 pieces per year as well, based on different materials that's available. And this would be our CNC sections. So you can pretty much see from the slide our CNC machines and some CNC parts as well that we do produce at Unionfab. At this stage, there was a part that we said we were ready to invest in other 3D service providers. So what would happen here is I would invite what's it called, Alan, to pretty much speak to us. Then he would be able to explain how the investment works and how we would be able to also, as Unionfab, give you as a service provider some of this from our end.
Okay, hello everyone.
Hi, Alan.
And thank you for your time. Yeah, I think everyone may heard of the 3D system. Yes, 3D system produce 3D printers and also provide the 3D printing service. And so do we. Unifab's parent company Unitech, we sell a lot of the printers to the service provider all around the world. And Unifab also, we provide the 3D printing to tens of thousands of customers around the world. And but now we figure out that because of the impact of the global economic downturn, yeah, we have found out a lot of the service provider lack funds to purchase equipment, and also the lack of orders. And we have talked with some economics, and they say this kind of the economic downturn may last for several years. So I think it will be very challenging for the service provider to grow very fast in the future. So as Unifab, we are the largest 3D printing company in China. We hope to use our resource to help the 3D printing service provider in the worldwide to expand their business. And our resource include about like we have enough the funds. Yeah, we have enough funds, and we have the cheap and high quality 3D printers, and we also have enough the printing orders from our customers around the world. And we believe our cooperation can be very open and win-win. Yeah, we believe it will have a lot of the opportunity to cooperation. Now, our partners may have two types. It will be introduced later. We have the silver level and the gold level. if some service provider want to, we have the founder invest or support some printers or orders. This will open to the gold level partners. And because the time is limited, we think if anyone who is interested about the invest and the orders and the printers, the cooperation, we can discuss privately in the future. Yeah, we can. You can send me the email, and we will to discuss it personally. Okay. Yeah, and this part mostly just brief introduction to the invest and orders.
Alan, while I've got you here, it sounds like you've got a few orders coming in. Actually, I think the audience can hear your notifications going. So it sounds like some orders may be coming in as we speak. But I'm wondering, could you maybe just tell us a little bit more about this investment and orders approach? It's quite a new strategy. Why have you taken this approach?
Okay. Yeah. Because we cooperate with a lot of service providers in the worldwide, and we talk to them a lot, and we figured most of them lack of the money. They want to expand their business. They want to grow, but the lack of the money, maybe because the economic is not very good. And we believe we want to create a global network to connect every service provider, and on this network we can provide the money, we can provide the printers, we can provide orders to let everyone in this network can together to grow some business. Yeah, so our passion is to use this kind of the network for the service provider to help each other and to grow the business based on everyone's advantage. And our advantage mostly is we have enough money. We have the abundant funds because our company has mostly the IPO company in China. Yeah. And also we have very cheap printers. Our machines mostly the quality is similar like the printing system, but our price mostly almost 20% to 40% of the 3D system. So I think this will give a lot of the advantage to the service provider. Yeah. So this.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you for that. Good. And who would, what sort of companies would be a good fit for this approach? What kind of companies are you looking for?
Okay. Yeah. So because when we willing to cooperate like the investor and the others, we wish the partners, we really know them a lot, and we trust them. So we will choose some partners from those who already cooperate with us more than 3 months, and willing to grow their business in the next 3 years. The size, we don't care. You can be small, you can be big, we don't care. But we care you really wish, you are willing to grow. So we will help you to grow.
It sounds like a very interesting proposition, and I think in the chat I can see a few people are are already interested, so I'm sure there are going to be some more conversations about that after today's event. We'll keep that going. Alan, appreciate you taking the time for now. We're going to come back to you a bit later on, but I'd like to hear a bit from Jason Miller actually. And Jason, your firm Cosign has worked with Unionfab for a while, so perhaps you could just tell us a bit about that experience, please.
Sure, I'd be happy to. As I was explaining a little bit before, Cosign is a company that we build large format 3D printers, but we also offer 3D printing R&D services and 3D printing, and we're also a 3D printing service provider. So we try to route as much stuff as much of the partner parts as possible through our printing technologies, but we have found a tremendous amount of value by sending parts to Unionfab. We have some smaller SLA machines here that we operate, but Unionfab's large SLA service is really well for us, and it's at a very cost competitive price point. And so that's further kind of driven us to this discussion of, well, maybe we can just save on shipping here from going from one part of the world to the other, and just get some Unionfab equipment here in Texas, in the U.S., and operate it out of our facility. So that's a very interesting opportunity that's been presented to us by Unionfab. So we think that overall it slots in very well with what our current offerings are, and expands our capabilities quite a bit to have a large format SLA operation.
All right, that's I mean, how would you summarize sort of the experience of working with a partner on the other side of the world, really?
I think it's been good. Unionfab has been very responsive, and we haven't been, with some other vendors that we've tried to work with out of China, we send an order off and we don't really hear much back, or it just kind of gets stuck and you're left in the dark. But that has not been the case with them. They've been really on top of it. And when we had the parts come back to us, the quality's been there, and we've been happy with what we've received from them.
Look, we're going to go back to Aaron for a little bit. Aaron's going to tell us a bit more about some of the practicalities of this, about sort of lead times, etc. And I think what we'll do then is you can see a few questions are building up in the Q&A. So please do use that function. The Q&A box is just to the top left of the chat window. Put your questions in there. After Aaron gives us a breakdown on the lead times and quotation process, we're going to be getting straight into those questions, and then also we're going to be announcing who's won that printer, so make sure you hang around for that. Aaron, I'll hand over to you for now.
Alrighty, thank you. So pretty much let me get towards lead time and quotation. So this is pretty much an example so that it gives everyone a fair idea. So process like SLA, material standard reason, the cost at Unionfab's end is 0.12 USD per gram. The lead time is between 1 to 3 days, and the quotation time is instant based on instant coating system. Same would be applied towards SLS as well, nylon 12. The cost would be 0.24. The lead time is between 2 to 3 days. Quotation is instant. SLM aluminium would be 0.55. Lead time is between 3 to 5 days. Quotation is instant. With FDM PC, the quote is pretty much within 24 hours because we have to do a manual work on it. But aside that, almost every needed technology or process now is pretty much quoted by Unionfab's system. So I think Alan pretty much said a little bit about it, so I will just try to explain as much as I can so that it will give pretty much everyone a fair idea. So to become a partner, there are some benefits that Alan had mentioned. So the first would be the financial support, which here it basically would mean print and pay later on. You understand? It is available for both the silver and the gold membership of it. Then there is the system, that's the quoting system. It is pretty much available for the gold members. But if someone just needs that software on their website, it's also available for what's it called? Purchase, which will be paid per monthly. But that one, maybe you can send me a note later on that we can discuss. It's not pretty much, but it is also available for free for gold members. We offer discounts for between 10% for silver, then 15% for gold members. Then there's the investment, which Alan pretty much spoke about. So we pretty much do not care the size. It is about much more willing to expand in the 3D business or CNC or other ones. So what we have here will be, it is mostly for gold members, then orders from our end. Because sometimes we do have some orders that demand faster lead time. And what we do is we look at per the location, then we offer it to you, you get to print it, then you get to ship it out on behalf of Unionfab as well. Then there are also sample packs that we will give out. So as soon as you sign up with us, we will ship some sample packs to you so that you can also get the first hand to see, touch, and feel our quality, and also experience our service as well. So to be a silver member, it's pretty much easy. That's the basic standard. So all you just need to do is sign up with us, sign the corporate agreement, complete partner qualification. Then to be a gold member, you need to cooperate with us for more than 3 months, and also accumulate orders with us for pretty much 20,000 for 6 months. It automatically qualifies you to be a gold member. Then we can talk about all the benefits that we can get from there. And for the financial support, which would be the print and pay later on, it is also pretty much easy. Sign up with us for more than 3 months, and also have a mere orders of like 10 orders and above, and we would automatically put you on that benefits as well. So it is nothing complicated. It is just a straight cut, and nothing hidden. So far as you meet all those conditions, it applies to you, and then we'll move on with it. So the final part would be how to become. So first of all, what you need to do would be just send us an email at hello@Unionfab, and let us know you're interested in becoming our partner. And someone will attend to you, send you the copies of the partnership agreement, and we'll take it over from there. Or if you have any other questions, you can email us at hello@Unionfab. We'll do our best to answer within the shortest possible time, then we can take it off from there. The next step would then be, after the agreement is signed, as I said earlier on, we'll send you the free parts so that you can see, touch, and feel our print quality. If you have any specific requests to or demands, it's okay. If you have specific order types that you want us to print as samples for you, we can give it also a try and do that for you as well. It will not be a problem at all. The third part would be after everything is signed, you have the samples and everything, then you go ahead and sign up on our website, which will communicate in the emails. Then what would happen is we'll then set you as a partner. We do have a quoting system, but mostly it is for general customers. Partners enjoy certain benefits. So as soon as you set it up, we will then move you from just a general customer to a partner account so that we will enable you to enjoy the benefit. What we'll also do is we'll take time to train you for you to understand how our system works so that you can be able to quote things on instantly yourself without not depending so much on, because we know we're both from different countries, different time zones. So sometimes when you might need something urgently, you might have the guys in China asleep or something, but then because there's an instant quote system, you'll be able to work your way around it. Because we've trained you on the onboarding, you'll be able to work your way around our system. And the final part, as I had said earlier on, what we'll do is we'll assign a customer service or key account person to assist you in your manual calls, technical support, and your after sales if there is any problems or anything, so that they will be able to address it as soon as possible for you. I think at this stage I am pretty much done with our presentation, so I'll hand over to Michael.
Well, look, there it is. There's the printer that's going to be given away quite shortly. I think before we do that, we do have quite a few questions coming in. So, gentlemen, can I invite you to turn your cameras on so we can just turn your cameras and your microphones on? So we've got a few questions now. The first one I've got, really, if I can use moderator privileges, is obviously you've got so many printers there. I think it's about 300 or so. That's a really it's a really impressive collection of printers and a really huge service bureau you've got there. But that must give you some pretty unique insights, I imagine. Is there anything you can say about the trends or how your customers are using those printers and how that may have changed or you see that developing?
I think I would speak with, I saw a question in there, so I'll pretty much speak with lockdowns in China and supply chain. So somewhere during this year, I think Shanghai had lockdown issues, and mostly our HQ is in Shanghai. But then we had to still meet supply chain demands. We had customers, we had partners that still needed stuff. So what had happened is, thanks to our advanced networking of our printers, what we could do was we had to move. We have like satellite factories across China, just not only in Shanghai. So we could send off jobs whilst we were in lockdown. Our production did not stop. We were still producing even in lockdown because of one, access to huge numbers of printers, our network system, and our AI quoting system. It did not stop our supply chain. So those are the kind of trends that I didn't realize during that, when things were hard, when people were at a halt, when some traditional manufacturing companies could not produce, Unionfab was still producing.
Excellent. Okay. Good. Good to hear. Right. Let's take some questions from the audience. So here we go. We have, besides enabling partners to rely on your 3D printing capabilities, are you able to offer a deal in terms of outsourcing parts via partners? For example, if you get an order from Austria, Europe, we could print it since we're nearby and send the orders to them. We would then pay you a commission. Would something like that be possible? And that's from Leo.
Okay, I think if Alan would be okay to answer that, then...
Yeah, of course, thank you. This is what I'm talking about. We can the invest and orders. This is the orders part, because we figure out some customer really need the nearby the service. For example, some big parts they want produced from China, but some small and short lead time the orders they want nearby. So we are willing to cooperate with some nearby the partners to send the orders to them. Yeah, and Aaron has already introduced if the partners want to receive this kind of the orders, first he need to be our golden level partners. He must cooperation with us more than 3 months, and we will make a clearly qualification of his ability and his advantage. Based on his advantage, we will choose the right orders to send to him. Yeah. So okay.
Hopefully that answers your question, but contact details for Unionfab are in the chat, and also we'll be in touch after the event as well, so we'll answer any questions in great detail after we finish today. Here's a more of a technical question. It's quite specific actually, and it says, what is the biggest diameter hole that can be reliably printed without internal supports in SLS nylon and SLM steel aluminium? Is that some data you have to hand, or is that a little bit too sort of too specific? I think.
I think. Can you just pardon? I missed some words. Sorry.
Yes, it's a question about the technical. Technical capabilities of the systems, and I'm talking about 2 different systems, SLS and SLM. So for SLS nylon or for SLM steel or aluminium, what are the sort of the largest holes that could be printed? So without supports. So I think this maybe Akos is maybe he's got a particular. Or they've got a particular component they'd like to have manufactured. May I suggest upload the file and share it with Unionfab, and they'll be able to tell you whether it's feasible.
Yes, I understand. I think this technical questions you can send your questions to our email, and we will let the engineer to answer that. Yeah, and because we have the most we have the most quantity of the machines in China, and we handle thousands of orders every day. We handle thousands of orders every day, so we believe we can handle the technical questions.
Mm-hmm. Excellent.
Okay.
Great. We'll make sure you get an answer on that. We have a question here. Do you have any partners or clients in Brazil?
Sorry?
Do you have any partners or clients in Brazil?
Oh, Brazil, right. Yeah, we have. We have customer on there. Now, our website is worldwide, and we have offer parts for almost 100 countries. We have already serviced for 100 countries.
Question here, which is, I think this is quite an interesting one. Yeah, Matthew Kim is asking, how do you protect your customers' file data, and what is the IP protection like?
That's good questions. We really care about the provides and the data right. of the customer. Because first, in China, we cooperate with a lot of the big brands in China. Some is for the the military, yes, and also in worldwide, we also cooperate with a lot of the big brands, like the Adidas and Tesla. We also cooperate with this kind of the big brands, and they really care about the data right. And first, we have two ways. One is all our customer service. We will have the NDA for the customer. We have signed the NDA. And second is our system. When they get the data, mostly the data is STL data. Yeah. When we complete the orders, our server will automatically delete the data. In 7 days, we will delete all the customers' data.
I hope that's answered the questions. With a couple of people asking about NDAs, also about data security as well. So I think hopefully your answers given them some confidence in that. And if you'd like to know any more, I'm sure you can go into more detail after the call with those people who are asking those kind of questions. We have another question here. To get a gold level partner, do you need to have ordered from Unionfab before? Is that what you mean by cooperation? Who's able to take that one?
To get gold level partners, we need to orders from Unionfab for what do you mean? Like, oh, okay, that's good questions. Partners. Why we choose partners for of the service provider? Because we believe every service provider they have some orders need other service provider to help him produce. In China, every service provider will have almost 30% of orders needed to send it to other service provider to help them, because I think we believe in the worldwide, the service provider also need to send orders to other service provider because maybe his lack of the material or lack of the possibility, or because others can have the cheaper the price. So we wish to when the corporation first you can have some little orders to send it to Unionfab to start the corporation. Yeah, and we will also during the corporation we will have more. We will have more understanding of this partner, and we can do some qualification for your ability. For example, how many machines you have, and what kind of the parts you are good at, and we can have some sample parts produced by you, and after that. We will know more about you, and we can send the right orders to you, to corporation. Yeah. So the corporation, I think, mostly is based on the orders, and after you become our golden level the partners, if you need some invest, for example, you are lack of money, or you want to buy some printers, high quality and cheap printers, or you even not buy, we can even support lease. Yeah, we can even support lease the machines. It can also support. So, when it becomes the golden level partners, we really believe we can have a lot of the corporations. Okay.
Great. Here's a question as well. Hopefully you can answer this one. Rex says, I don't have experience or business at this moment. Can I become a partner?
Because this partner mostly is to the search provider. So if not search provider, maybe we can have the other project for you. So if you want to do that.
Here's one again on the sort of the practical side. Harold's asking, what's the average shipping time for standard shipment and express shipment to Germany/European Union?
Okay, the average shipping time to the Germany, the DHL most is 2 to 4 days. 2 to 4 days.
2 to 4 days.
Yes. 2 to 4.
Okay. I think we're sort of getting sort of close to the end of today's event, at least at a scheduled time. So I do appreciate everybody sort of joining us, and I hope we were able to answer some of your questions. If you have more questions, don't worry. We'll put you in touch with Unionfab. You'll be able to answer questions there. So, right, on to the last part of today's program, which, as we've promised, there is a printer up for grabs. So, we're going to now put. We've got currently 73 people on this session. So I'm going to put that into a random number generator and run that. Okay. That gives me a number, and that number corresponds to, let me just count through the people here. That's 8, 20. Okay, so that person is, double check that. Person number 20 on the list there is, now am I saying this name correctly? João Afonso, who is the owner of Various Shapes in Portugal. Congratulations. João, are you there? If you're there, please say hello in the chat. I can see, yes, he is, brilliant. Or, yes, they are. So wonderful. Congratulations. We'll make sure we put you in touch to get your printer and to arrange that. I hope you have many happy times with the printer. And once again, Aaron, Alan, and Jason, thank you so much for giving insights into how, Jason, how your business is using these services, and then Aaron and Alan into Unionfab, which maybe a company people aren't so aware of, but obviously a force to be reckoned with. 300 printers. Watch this space. So thank you all again, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
And thanks to
Thank you,
everyone
everybody.
for joining us as well.
And we'll put the replay up shortly, so if you've missed part of this, you'll be able to watch that. And there's the contact details. So thank you for your time, everybody. See you at the next one. Thank you.
Thank you.